95% of all music downloaded today is illegal. And of the 5% remaining, Apple owns 70% of that share.
Statistic just shows you that what our thesis is going to prove today, that peer-to-peer sharing will not go away, and that corporations and capitalism will not succeed today in the internet.
So what does this mean? The traditional ways of a passive audience are gone. We are now moving into a revolution with an active audience where the consumer knows what they want. What do we want now? Peer sharing.
What is the propaganda model? Well, according to Noam Chomsky, the mass media serves as a system for communicating messages and symbols to the general populace. It is their function to amuse, entertain, and inform, and to inculcate individuals with the values, beliefs, and codes of behavior that will integrate them into the institutional structures of the larger society. In a world of concentrated wealth and major conflicts of class interests, to fulfill this role requires systematic propaganda. In countries where the levers of power are in the hands of the state bureaucracy, the monopolistic control over the media, often supplemented by the official censorship, make it clear that the media serves the ends of the dominant elite. A propaganda model focuses on this inequality of wealth and power and its multi-level effects on mass media interests and choices. It traces the routes by which money and power are able to filter out the news fit to print, marginalize dissent, and allow the government and dominant private interests to get their messages across to the public. The essential ingredients of a propaganda model, or a set of news filters, fall under the following headings. The first one is the size, concentrated ownership, owner wealth, and the profit orientation of the dominant mass media firms. The second is advertising as the primary income source of the mass media. The third is the reliance of the media on information provided by the government, business, and experts funded and approved by these primary sources and agents of power. The fourth is flack as a means of disciplining the media. And fifth is the anti-communism as a national religion and control mechanism. These elements interact with and reinforce one another. The raw material of news must pass through successive filters, leaving only the cleansed residue to fit to print.
More or less today, society is always talking about capitalism, how we're supposed to follow the norm. Well, these days, who has time to wait in line? Who has time to go out of their way of their busy schedules to go do anything they need to? This is why there's a contradiction in capitalism. If you look around, people are always waiting, being impatient, need to go somewhere. Now with this, when you can just illegally download, it's faster. You can just go wherever you are, get it, don't even have to take out a credit card. You just have it and it's free. What do you think? Waiting in line to pay for something, or get it right now when it's cheap and easy?
Nine years old.
20.
20.
54.
Well, pretty much any time I would listen to music.
Probably once a week.
Like 1 or 2 times a month.
No. Not money-wise. It would have to be some kind of punishment, because since it's mainly young people that do downloading and they don't have any money, so who would they charge? The parents that have nothing to do with that. They can't prevent it. So where are they going to get the money? They're going to put the kids in jail? It doesn't really add up too much to make it too harsh.
I think it's kind of unfair because it's kind of infringes upon our freedoms as Canadians. We should be able to share whatever music we want with each other, and yeah, I mean, it definitely affects me. I don't get free music anymore.
It makes sense for the government to take away all that kind of stuff, like make barriers on it, because it's stealing away from CDs and artists and all that kind of stuff. But for me, it's just easy for me to go on LimeWire and download.
I think they're right for the people that, I think they should shut down people that are trying to download music for free, because they should have to pay for the music that they're listening to.
Have you ever heard of BearShare or Kazaa?
No.
I would probably use LimeWire or FrostWire.
iTunes.
I use LimeWire.
We are now in a system where peers are both suppliers and consumers of resource, in contrast to the traditional client-server model, where only servers supply and clients consume. Peer-to-peer sharing is a distribution network where participants that make a portion of their resources directly available to other network participants without the need for servers or stable hosts.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, can I have some water?
Yeah, but it's $10.
$10?
Yeah, I'm not giving this for free.
I guess. Okay.
Thank you. Here you go. Good doing
Thanks.
business with you.
Oh, hey, can I have some water?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Not with the propaganda theory that the leads have the power and the audience, who is us, doesn't have anything to say. We now, because of the internet, we can change the triangle upside down. What this means is the internet is giving the audience the power to say what they have on their mind, so that now it alters what the elites have. This upside down triangle is now going to be the new theory for the future. And what this does means is that we, audience that wants the internet for free, we now have our say with blogs,
Twitter.
And Facebook.
In Dr. Strangelove's book, The Empire of Mind, the normalization thesis argues that resistance within the internet community will diminish in significance as control is gradually reestablished by state and market forces. It is theorized by scholars today that the online audience will shortly mirror the normal controlled behavior that characterized the mass audience in the pre-internet era. However, we argue alongside Dr. Strangelove that these regulated and normalized internet use will not be easily incorporated. Music downloading has extended beyond the basic desire to listen to songs. Instead, it has presented an opportunity, a window, and an outlet for expression. The internet has created a new digital world, perhaps the most modern manifestation of Jürgen Habermas's public sphere. The free flow of information is a necessary right to all citizens in order to cultivate new ideas and create new public opinion in order to move society forward with the power of communication. This includes the distribution of music, which has become a powerful tool in shaping popular culture and developing new ways to express ourselves. The censorship of music is but a step on a dangerously slippery slope, when the only ones who will be able to listen to it must be wealthy enough to afford that kind of luxury. You give an inch and they take a mile. We should not have to pay to be a part of a public sphere, and public opinion cannot be considered inclusive when there are barriers impeding our access.
Ooh, there it is. Ooh, it's only $1.29. That's pretty cheap.
Let's buy it.
Okay.
Looks good.
Will corporations be able to put a stop to illegal downloading? Only time will tell, but as you can see from the evidence, it doesn't look likely.
What to say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did. What to say?